Hello guys, welcome back to Chamber of Chess. Today I'm going to show you a game played by our creative manager, Sergey Hakopian, at the Chicago Tournament 2022, where three of us and our father were playing. So here Sergey was playing black in the first round, and this game was pretty memorable with endgame and tactics. So we have English opening. This is more or less like standard variation, maybe a bit different. Six. Looks like a loss of tempo, but still it's okay. Like, it's not that bad. The position, like, it's a middle game, so you're free to maneuver. Here, black made a kind of inaccuracy because he ended up losing a pawn. Queen e8, I guess. Engine just sacrifices, but yeah, it's a bit way too creative. So this way, black ended up with the pawn down. From here on, black went for interesting variation. So a takes b4 was the most reasonable, and thus just keeping the pawn and playing. Especially that white has two bishops here, so they're pretty strong. Black took, so it's a piece sacrifice, which white accepted. Knight e8, a really great move. The point is to attack and to control the diagonal, especially threatening a2. So here white has to be, oh, just a variation to show. If instead of this black plays a2, then bishop e5, easily holding this. So bishop c7, knight e8. Here white was supposed to play bishop b6, thus sacrificing exchange. Although white holds two pawns as a compensation, which is more than sufficient, by the way. And basically, white even has maybe slight advantage. Advanced pawn over here, strong knight, passive knight, two bishops. So white still gets his chances. e5. Nice idea to lock the bishop out of the game, but in that case, he's giving his piece back. And now it's white who has an active pawn supported by the rook. b5, good. Bishop f8, also good. Rook c1, I guess white was afraid of bishop c5, pinning the knight. So he decided to go for that. But knight c2 was a bit more protective to control the important square, or king f1, also possible. So rook c1, a2, knight b3, rook a3, knight a1, b4, right? And here the cherry of the game, distracting the rook and b3. The point is that you can't really play b3 here. I mean, you can, but the problem is that he's gonna get it back. You got extra piece, but there are still two pawns, and this pawn is protected by a different color bishop, which is gonna make things a bit harder for black. If there are any chance to win, it's still gonna be hard. Though after bishop c5 check, we're distracting the rook, and now we play b3. So if he decides to take it here, then he's just giving a rook, and now we have extra rook versus strong pawns, which is not enough for a good resistance. Bishop e4, b2, and here white played rook b5. So apparently he missed. The point of having this knight over here is to control d5, even like from here. So the bishop can't really aim for the pawn, and at the same time, the rook can't hold anything. But here is pretty young. I mean, right here, if there was still a chance for this, there's not anymore because of the knight. Bishop b4, b2, and he played this, and so I mean, you do whatever you like, but queen, and then you take. That's it. It was the victory in the first round, and I'll show you some more games from the tournaments in the next videos. Until then, subscribe, like, and let us know what you think. What would you like to see on our channel? And I'll see you next time.